Well, folks, here we are again. After a turbulent and defiant campaign against Kamala Harris, Trump will become the country's 47th president. Republican Donald Trump has won the U.S. presidential election in a stunning comeback, the Associated Press news agency reports, with his projected victory in Wisconsin clearing the 270 electoral votes needed to secure a return to the White House. The polls were wrong. The pundits were baffled. And Twitter? Oh, Twitter was a dumpster fire of epic proportions. But in the end, Trump emerged victorious, proving that in American politics, anything is possible. His victory speech was classic Trump. During the 25-minute speech, Trump said the campaign overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, alluding to 2 assassination attempts while campaigning during the summer, and promises to make America great again. But the question on everyone's mind is this: what does a second Trump presidency mean for America and the world? Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride. News of Trump's victory spread across the globe like wildfire, leaving many in a state of stunned disbelief. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the quiet cafes of Paris, the world watched and waited, wondering what this unexpected turn of events meant for the future. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from ecstatic celebrations to utter despair. Memes were made, tears were shed, and somewhere, a Twitter server spontaneously combusted. Governments and world leaders scrambled to formulate their responses, many offering congratulations, others expressing deep concern. The world held its breath, bracing itself for the aftershocks of this seismic political event. Trump's victory was met with a predictable mix of cheers and jeers from the international community. Some leaders, particularly those who had enjoyed a cozy relationship with Trump during his first term, were quick to offer their congratulations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, for instance, tweeted his congratulations, calling Trump a true friend of Israel. Meanwhile, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, often dubbed the Trump of the tropics, hailed Trump's victory as a victory for freedom and democracy. But not everyone was popping champagne. Many world leaders expressed deep concern, particularly those who had clashed with Trump on issues like trade, climate change, and NATO. French President Emmanuel Macron, who had famously sparred with Trump over the Iran nuclear deal, offered a measured statement, emphasizing the importance of the transatlantic partnership while also calling for dialogue and cooperation on key global challenges.
Europe, a continent that had often found itself at odds with Trump during his first term, reacted to his re-election with a mixture of apprehension and resignation. The UK, still grappling with the fallout of Brexit, offered a cautious welcome. Prime Minister Boris Johnson, himself no stranger to controversy, congratulated Trump and expressed his hope for continued close cooperation between the two countries. Elsewhere in Europe, the mood was decidedly more mixed. German Chancellor Angela Merkel expressed her concern about the future of transatlantic relations, urging Trump to work with his European partners on issues of mutual interest. The European Union, which had clashed with Trump on trade and climate change, issued a statement emphasizing the importance of the rules-based international order and calling for continued dialogue with the United States. The message was clear: Europe was prepared to work with Trump for the greater good of the countries.
North of the border, south of the border. Mixed reactions in the Americas. North and South America, home to some of the United States' closest allies and fiercest critics, offered a mixed bag of reactions to Trump's victory. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau issued a statement congratulating Trump while also emphasizing the importance of the strong and enduring friendship between Canada and the United States. In Mexico, where Trump's promise to build a border wall had sparked outrage, President Andrés Manuel López Obrador struck a conciliatory tone, stating that he was willing to work with President Trump on issues of mutual concern. But elsewhere in Latin America, there was less enthusiasm for Trump's return. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who had been a frequent target of Trump's ire, denounced Trump's victory as a threat to peace and stability in the region.
From the Middle East to Africa. An uncertain future. From the Middle East to Africa, Trump's victory was met with a mix of anxiety and cautious optimism. In the Middle East, where Trump had upended decades of U.S. foreign policy by withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal and moving the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem, reactions were predictably mixed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a close ally of Trump, hailed his victory as a great day for Israel, while Palestinian leaders expressed deep concern about the future of the peace process. In parts of Africa, where Trump had shown little interest during his first term, reactions were more muted. Some leaders, like South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, expressed hope that Trump would engage more constructively with the continent during his second term. But others, like Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, were more cautious, offering congratulations, while also stressing the importance of mutual respect and cooperation between the United States and African nations.
Asia's response, a mix of hope and apprehension. Asia, a region of critical importance to U.S. economic and security interests, offered a diverse range of reactions to Trump's victory. In China, where Trump's trade war had strained relations, the government offered a cautiously optimistic response. Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian expressed hope that Trump would work with China to manage differences and promote win-win cooperation. Japan, a close U.S. ally, offered a more enthusiastic welcome. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga congratulated Trump and expressed his desire to further strengthen the Japan-U.S. alliance. But elsewhere in Asia, there were concerns about the potential for instability and conflict. South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who had staked his presidency on diplomacy with North Korea, expressed hope that Trump would continue the dialogue with Pyongyang.
Down under Australia's cautious optimism. Australia, a staunch U.S. ally in the Asia-Pacific region, reacted to Trump's victory with relief. Prime Minister Scott Morrison, who had cultivated a close relationship with Trump, congratulated him on his impressive victory and expressed his desire to continue working closely together on shared challenges. However, there were also concerns about the potential for Trump to pursue policies that could destabilize the region, such as withdrawing U.S. troops from South Korea or engaging in a trade war with China. The Australian government, while eager to maintain strong ties with the United States, was also aware of the need to hedge its bets and strengthen relationships with other regional powers such as Japan and India. Global markets brace for impact. The news of Trump's victory sent the USA stock market up, as global financial markets, as investors grappled with the uncertainty of what a second Trump term might mean for the global economy. The U.S. dollar surged as investors sought refuge in the perceived safety of the greenback. The price of oil also plunged, reflecting concerns about a potential decline in global demand. In the days and weeks following an election, global markets tend to be volatile as investors tried to make sense of the new political landscape. One thing was clear: Trump's victory had injected a significant dose of strength into the global economy. The world waits and wonders. As the dust settled on the U.S. presidential election, the world was left to ponder the implications of Donald Trump's unexpected return to power. From the halls of government to the streets of major cities, people debated what a second Trump term might mean for the future of international relations, the global economy, and the fight against climate change. Some held out hope that Trump, now older and perhaps wiser, would moderate his approach and embrace a more cooperative and multilateralist foreign policy. Others feared that Trump, emboldened by his victory, would double down on his America First agenda, further alienating allies and undermining global institutions. Only time would tell what the future held. But one thing was certain: the world was watching, waiting, and wondering what the next 4 years would bring. What does this mean for the future? So there you have it. The world has collectively shrugged, blinked a few times, and muttered, "Trump made history." What does Donald Trump's second act mean for the future? Will he be the deal-making businessman president, forging new alliances and boosting the global economy? One thing's for sure: it's going to be a wild ride. So buckle up, folks. Trump is not a pushover. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.